Yo, did y'all know that MJ, Michael Jackson, had his own sneaker? A lot of people don't know that, especially a lot of you youngins. But a lot of us Gen X's, we knew that. You know what I'm saying? Coming up, I don't know if anybody who ever bought them though, because I think at the time that Michael Jackson came out with his sneaker, it was with a company called LA Gear, which is a company that was back in the late '80s, early '90s, that eventually went under. I believe they ended up folding. The company ended up going out of business. But from what I heard, LA Gear is supposed to be coming back, or they supposed to be revamping LA Gear. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but if they were to bring back LA Gear, they need to bring back that MJ shoe. MJ even did a whole photo shoot and everything with these sneakers. It was around the time he had dropped the Bad album, so he was getting with LA. He was teaming up with LA Gear for a collab. This was back when collabs wasn't even a thing. It took place in 1988. He did a collab with LA Gear for the MJ Bad shoe, Michael Jackson Bad shoe. I think he had like three. He had a low top pair and he had a high top pair, and it came in different colors and stuff like that. Red, Michael had a thing for red, stuff like that. So they had a red edition, and they had buckles and shit. But I'm trying to think. I don't remember anybody getting those shoes back when they came out. But like I said, this was back in the late 80s when I guess sneaker culture wasn't really as prevalent as it is now. Now it's huge. But back then, sneaker culture was kind of like, it was mostly like an urban thing, a black thing, really. It was mostly like underground, the latest. That's back when they had the Nike flights, which I always say the Nike should bring back the flights. They need to bring back those old school flights back in the day. I think they would make a killing if they went back. If Nike went back and got the old school flight designs from the high tops back in the late 80s, early 90s, they need to bring those back. Bring those. I don't know why they don't. Those probably would sell so quick. That would bring back. I think that would bring back the sneaker culture, because high tops is real popular right now. But yeah, man. MJ had his own shoe. The MJ, they were called MJs, Yeah, but damn. If anybody, I wonder, does anybody, let's talk about it in the comments, man. Does anybody own a pair of those shoes? And if you do have them from because that was 35 years ago. If you got those shoes, man, those shoes probably worth a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you was one of the lucky ones to somehow get Michael Jackson to sign them. If you got a pair of the people probably that worked with Michael on it, if y'all got a signed pair, that shit probably worth so much money. But yeah, man, how many of y'all knew this? How many of y'all know that Michael had his own shoe? That he had his own sneaker? Michael was a sneakerhead. But the thing about it is, though, Michael didn't wear it like he did it for photo shoots. See, the thing about it is, and that's why I think that's why the shoe never took off, because Michael would, he only did maybe two promotions with clothes. He did one for, of course, LA Gear with the sneakers, his own sneaker line. But he also did, people don't know, he did a photo shoot with Kalkanai, which is a popular black-owned 90s designer, black designer, Carl, that was his name, Kalkanai. And Michael did a shoot for him, for their fall line. I don't know whether the pictures were ever released. I don't think they ever were, but Michael did a photo shoot with Kalkanai. But Michael didn't really wear those clothes. He didn't even wear the shoes. The thing about promoting the product, you got to wear the product out. Michael only would wear the LA Gear MJs when he was doing a photo shoot, but in his regular clothes, he didn't wear those. You're supposed to be wearing them out and being seen with the shoes, so people can see the shoes and then want the shoes. But Michael would only do the photo shoots, and then that was it. He'll put back on his penny loafers. You know what I'm saying? He didn't walk around with those shoes on, so it's like maybe that's why the shoe fell into obscurity. Nobody ever, I never knew anybody who bought any. I remember it was a quick promotion about it. You seen the, and it was like print up promotions. I don't even think they had a commercial for it. I think it was just print. Like you would see the ads and stuff like that, but with Michael in them. But I don't think nobody ever bought the shoes. You know what I'm saying? Not that I know of. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it in the comments. Did you own a pair of the MJ LA Gear collabs back in the 80s and the late 90s? No, I'm sorry, late 90s. 80s and the late 80s, early 90s. Let's talk about it in the comments. Hit the thumbs up button. One of my videos on my channel. Over here in glorious downtown Los Angeles. As you can see, downtown LA. We're finna go check out. I've been wanting to check out the new two-door Charger. I want to see if I can take a look at it real quick. They got I seen one passing by. We got a white one right here. It's not a V8 though. This is the V6. This is the Hemi right here, I think, right? This is the Hemi. It looks smaller than the actual Charger though. This is the two-door Charger. I think it's supposed to be a Scat Pack, but it don't have a V8 in it though. It's a V6, a souped up V6. I don't know, man. Would y'all get one of these? I don't know. It's nice though. I like the all whiteness. It's a nice car. I don't know. I don't know if I would get. What y'all think? I think I would get one if it had a V8 in it. I don't know if I would do the V6. You know what I'm saying? V6 is. It's just. I don't want no souped up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no souped up V6. I want a V8. If you're gonna get a muscle car, you need a muscle. I need the muscle. The muscle car. You know what I'm saying? What y'all think? Are y'all feeling the new V6 Dodge Charger two-door? Or y'all waiting for the V8 to come out?
Somebody calls in and it sounds like the most anti-Semitic thing, but it's not. It was like a legitimate statement. Somebody's like, there are Jews under my apartment and they're making noise. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
And he was living in a building. He was on the first floor. There was there's different sects of Jews, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, competing. They're Hasidics.
Right.
And there was a synagogue. And there was like a power struggle for it. And so the ones that had control over it shut it down. And they're like, you cannot use the synagogue. So the other Jews created an illegal tunnel underneath the city into the synagogue so they can use it and pray there and do whatever, have their congregation. So to get there, they were going underneath people's houses and making noises as they were going under the apartments.
Really? I didn't hear about this.
The police fucking showed up and had to take them out.